Welcome back to the Turnaround Master. Today we're discussing the 12 essential disciplines, and we are on discipline number 4. That is people engagement, employee empowerment. This is a very important issue, so we're going to discuss it a little bit more right now. We talked about having relevant, regular, and progressive training. Training is one of the best ways to show your employees that you value them. They feel valued and they feel more empowered by the training. Again, you should measure the results so you see what it's worth. But most studies show just the fact that you train regularly will improve productivity 22 to 24%. If you do training with guided assistance, it can be as much as 88%. So sometimes it would be worthwhile to bring in an external consultant or trainer to provide some of the training in order to get the best bang for your buck. A blatant ploy for my services, I have to admit, but it's true. This is backed up by independent studies, not my own. Provide enough information for factual decision making. This is a key point about quality management, and it's also about empowerment. They have to have enough information that they can do their job effectively. Getting the information to the lowest level, to where the rubber meets the road, is a very important part of the process. Delegate authority and impact opportunities, not just pile up more work. That's what delegation is not about, just giving them more work, but it is giving them authority and responsibility to get some of the work done at their level. Seek and provide frequent but respectful feedback. If you respect their ideas, they'll want to give you more ideas. If you don't respect them, or if you even ridicule them for an idea that you don't agree with, you'll lose them potentially forever. Let's move along. Solve problems. This is about being an empowering employer. Solve the problems. Make it about the facts, not about the personalities. Make it about the issue, not the personalities. What do we need to do to improve the company's performance, the process's performance, and even the individual's performance if they need training, some guidance, etc. Make it about moving forward, about being successful as a team, not about the individual and them being a screw-up. That is the worst thing you want to do. Even if they need to be improved in their performance and their abilities, make it about a positive result, about a team improvement as well as their individual improvement. It's about them being able to be more capable to contribute well to the team. Okay, listen to learn and ask questions to provide guidance. This is something I learned in the military when I was a brand new second lieutenant. A first sergeant took me under his wings and always taught me things by asking me questions. And hopefully I caught on to most of the time he's trying to tell me a message that I needed to straighten up on instead of just thinking he was just asking me some unrelated question. But I really valued that first sergeant's ability to teach me through asking questions. It's a very effective mode, and I recommend it to any manager. Ask questions. Listen for real, too. Take the time to work on team dynamics and cohesion. Team building is an important time of training, I call it, but it's certainly it's a time that it's difficult for some entrepreneurs to get their hand around because it's not billing. You're not necessarily billing, but it has dynamic and important positive results if you invest the time to build up the team. To teach them how important working together is, to teach them that they'll get more out of their career if they share information rather than trying to create this little fiefdom of knowledge that they don't share with anybody else so they become more important. This actually will work against them in the long term, and it will work against the team for sure. So if you encourage sharing of information at all levels and rewarding people for sharing information, you'll get much better results for you and your business. Okay, develop and implement a formal communication plan. Communicate goals, expectations, pertinent data, best practices, lessons learned, etc. One of the weak areas in most newer companies and small businesses is they don't look at their lessons learned in a formal way, a way to really analyze what went wrong, What could we learn by that, and what can we take advantage of in the future to improve upon it, or seizing on an opportunity? What went well? What was it specifically that created a good result? Let's duplicate that repeatedly, but first of all, you have to collect the information, measure how it really went, understand the issue well, and then share the information. Measure and analyze both team and individual performance. Let the people know how they're doing, but also how is the process serving the team? How's it serving you and your business as well as your clients' needs? That's an important factor that is worth its weight in gold. I always say you have to have 4 or 5 essential elements to be successful. You have to have good people. You have to have a good process. You have to have good materials if that's involved. The right equipment, tools and equipment. Use the right tool for the job. You ever heard that? But that includes computers and softwares as well. And also you have to have leadership. Leadership is one of the important things. Most important things. That's the glue that binds it all together. So you need to measure both the team, the individual performance, and the process performance in order to understand how that's working. Help employees feel rewarded for empowered behavior, if they accept responsibility, or better yet, they show initiative to take responsibility for something that needs to get done, or help you exploit an opportunity. Make sure you recognize that publicly, recognize it with them personally, and make them feel good for that behavior. It's part of human nature. Okay, we're going to talk about quality systems and control next. Number one thing I'm going to bring up before the break is customer focus must be your prime factor. I talked about before, it's all about your relationship. It's about your client. It's about what they want to know about. It's what they need. It's how you add value to their business. How do you become a collaborative partner that has value for them? So when we come back, we'll be discussing more of quality systems and control. So join us after these important messages again, if you would please. I hope you'll be there. I'm sure you'll find it very interesting. Until then, bye now.